Hello, you beautiful ladies and gentlemen. So today, this is an introduction to the channel of Talking History. I'm not going to be doing much talking about history because this is just the introduction. So I'm going to be going over what this channel is going to be about, what sort of stuff we're going to be covering, how we're going to be covering it, and my personal inspiration for this channel. So a bit of an introduction for me. I'm Freddie. I really love history. I do historical reenactment. Those are my main sort of, you know what it's like when you just love something. It's amazing. I go really in depth with that, and I really want to share that with all of you. So I'm going to relax a bit because no one needs to be in full uniform here. So what this channel is going to be about. Personally, I do 4 eras. I do English Civil War, American Civil War, War of Spanish Succession, which is a bit niche, I know, and American Wars of Independence, and possibly a 5th one if someone I know is able to sort it out in time. But that should be fairly interesting. So that's what I'm into personally. I love really all of history. Just what I do for events isn't the same sort of bracket that I keep myself to. I love antiquity and the medieval era, all 3 parts, you know, early, high, and late. And then I also love all the way up until, the Falkland Islands, which some of you might not consider history, but still it's relevant to me. I love military campaigns, tactics, strategies, and that goes all the way through history, so I love all that. However, this channel will not just be what I like. A large part of it is down to all of you. If you have a personal interest which you are really into, let's say you really like, I don't know, the evolution of like cutlery. If that's the burning passion inside of you, put a comment down. I will cover it. I do not mind. If it's your interest, then it's my interest too. This is a shared channel between you and I. So now that's out of the way, I'd like to talk a bit about how we're going to go about doing that. So the channel should be split about 50-50. 50% of it is going to be out here. Well, not out here, but outside. I'm going to be here, possibly standing up like this and talking about American Civil War, late war, marching order, Or I might be talking about bayonet drills and the differences between the Rev War drill manual and the War of Spanish Succession drill manual, or how English Civil War musketeers would deploy in skirmish formation. Things like that, practical things. I could make a little fire, have a little campsite, talk about cooking, talk about, your cutlery interest. It really does not matter, but I'm going to be outside. I'm going to be, having little games, sort of getting a real feel of how stuff was done practically. And the other half is going to be your theoretical stuff. I can't stand out here by myself and talk about how a English Civil War formation would deploy a tertio from marching order. You can't do that with one person. So I'm going to be stood in front of a whiteboard in my bedroom talking about that. And that hopefully should split 50-50. Got your theoretical inside. I might even do some stupid content, going through this history book and talking about all the really pedantic details it gets wrong. And then the other 50% out here doing stuff practically, doing stuff as soldiers would have done. So that's what the channel's going to roughly shape up to be like. Inspiration. Inspiration's a big thing for me. It has brought me to the point where I am now. So let's say if, however many years ago I wasn't into history YouTubers, I wouldn't be standing here and doing this, introduction. In terms of practical sort of inspiration, the channels like the Civil War Digital Digest, I love them. Amazing. Absolutely love it. Such a broad range of topics. They go into so much detail. I love them over there. More Civil War stuff, let's say 11th Ohio Volunteer Cavalry on Facebook and YouTube. Absolutely amazing. Obviously, they do cavalry stuff, but a lot of the survival stuff they do, sort of like about cooking and pots and things like that, transferable. In terms of my more theoretical side, Brandon F. and Chris the Redcoat, 2 amazing guys who do Revolutionary War stuff, of them just sitting down and talking, and I can tell it's amazing. You can hear their passion and how well they know the subject material. I love that. A big inspiration as well for me, who isn't in the historical sphere, would be Milo Rossi at Mini Minuteman. That guy is amazing. His way of showing his personality and his interest, using his whiteboard and things like that and props, I just love it so much. And I also do like his archaeology and paleontology stuff. It's out of this world. It always blows my mind. So he's a good inspiration of sort of how to get into character, how to write on a whiteboard and present things. And of course, every other history YouTuber. I've watched a lot of them. I've got people I know who are YouTubers. The Ottoman reenactor, for example, he's great. He does lots of not Civil War stuff. He started doing Civil War stuff now. But, he's got stuff about like the Cold War. It's great. I've never seen stuff like that before, and I really think you should check him out because he's a small YouTuber, but he really deserves the support because he works really hard. And that's inspiration. My inspiration really is just anyone in the historical field who is willing to stand in front of a camera, or my crappy iPhone in this case, and speak about their love of history. And that's what I want to do. I want to do that and share it with all you guys there. So I guess that'll wrap it up. That's really what I'm talking about in terms of this channel. It's going to be about history, going to be about my interest, your interest, how they can be done practically and how they can be done theoretically. And I really hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and thank you for watching. There will be more videos coming out soon. So if you want to keep on top of them, make sure you can subscribe, give me a like and a comment. I really appreciate the feedback. Thank you.